Hey everyone, it's Leonette with DIY Beauty on Purpose. So today I am working on this beautiful French style side table. This table was found on the side of the road by one of my friends, and she quickly thought, hey, I'm gonna have Leonette do something. As you can see, the marble is cracked and it just needs a little help. So here we go. So I was always giving everything a good scrub, and as I'm cleaning the table, I realized that the marble, you can actually remove it, and it was not glued, which was a good thing. So I wasn't quite sure how I was going to fix the opening where the stone was, but I was thinking maybe I should plank it, but anyways, I started by sanding the edge because I will be staining it, and once I plank it, everything's gonna have that nice wood tone on top, but not the edge of the top. I'll explain that in a little bit later. So I'm using a 120 grit sandpaper, removing that finish from the top, and then I'll be staining it. So I found 1x6s in my garage from other projects, and it turns out, guys, that the width of it, so you know how thick it is exact the same width as where the marble was. I was super lucky that it was the same size. So I'm just sanding it with a 220 grit sandpaper and my palm sander and getting it ready for some stain. All right, so to painting. As you can tell, I taped the edge of the top as well because I had already stained it. And I'm starting with a stain blocking primer to avoid any stains coming through. Now I'm adding the first coat of chalk paint, and I'll be linking a video on how I made this chalk paint. But anyways, I'm going to end up doing 2 full coats, and they're going to be pretty heavy. And after I'm finished with the coats, I am going to plank the top and start distressing. I'll be using some wood glue on the edge so that the planks are nice and secure. And then with some brad nails, I'm going to do 2 nails on each side of each plank, and that's it. After that's done, I'm going to start distressing. Now on to my favorite part. I'm distressing it with a 220 grit sandpaper. You can absolutely do this by hand, as I've said in other videos, but I like using the electric sander because it's a little quicker. So I focus on the edges and any detail that the table may have. I'm also going to be sanding a little bit of the top so that it can be a little bit roughed up like the rest of the table. Now I'm giving the table the first coat of polycrylic, and I'm using it in the clear satin. And basically this is the first coat. Obviously you can't see it because it's clear, but I'll end up doing 2 coats on the entire table and 3 full coats on the top. And in between each coat on the top, I'm going to be lightly sanding with a piece of paper bag. So here's that piece of paper bag that I told you about earlier. So I saw another YouTuber use this in between the coats, and I thought what a brilliant idea, and it worked marvelously. So often I like to line the drawers with some contact paper, but this drawer in particular had such pretty wood that I wanted to leave it open, but I added this French stencil. And because the table has a French style look, I thought it would be cute. And there she is. Isn't she a beauty? I love the way the distress came out on this table. I am hoping my friend loves it just as much, and I hope you enjoyed watching me do it. As always, guys, subscribe if you haven't done so, give me a thumbs up, and write me a comment. I'll see you soon and have a blessed, happy day.